Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video, and we have encountered the rarest of the rare bonus teams. Now, I have been playing the shit out of the World Tournament. I'm a very high rank, which we'll see in a second here. This is only the second time I have fought this bonus team. I did see someone talk about this on Twitter. This is the highest, scoring bonus team you will get, as we're about to see. It will give us a total, I believe, of 185,000, which is a ridiculously high amount of bonus points here for this World Tournament. As you guys can see, it is a team full of LRs, so obviously they decided they wanted to have a little fun. Now, we're going to finish this up. As you guys can see, this is the finals. I've only ever seen this team appear in the finals, by the way. So I would say there is a chance that this is a finals only encounter. Obviously, I have Chaozu on the team there, who will be kind of stunning the enemies. Now, every World Tournament, I do like to kind of make a quick video, kind of going through the rounds. Sometimes, depending on how hard I want to grind in the tournament, though, I will or will not stream. I have not streamed so far this tournament. The main reason why is because as soon as I got the info that you can get crazy, look at that, look at those points, that's insane, 185,000 just for beating that. As soon as I got the info that you can get a ton of potential orbs for being top 1,000 and higher, I just knew I had to grind my ass off and I had to get that top 1,000. As you guys can see, I am currently 819. I think I'm going to be on track to actually finish in the top 500. That probably will be where I finish, between 500 and 200. Getting higher than 200, I think, is going to be a little too much. The funny thing is, you guys can see, I'm actually 4th in my local, despite being, top 1,000. So, I'm in a very difficult local bracket. I'm not complaining, though, because in the last tournament, I had a very easy bracket. I am still a ways behind. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be top 3, even if I was top 500. The rewards for this tournament are pretty good, by the way. We get the Chi-Chi. As you guys can see, there's tons and tons of potential orbs to be claimed from, getting very, very high in the rankings. This is the minimum I want to be, is 500 to 1,000 to get all of the extra orbs. In the top spot, you get enough orbs to rainbow 50 units, as well as a number of Grand Kais. Very, very good rewards. Local rewards haven't really changed too much still. LRTN and Chaozu, and then LR Piccolo is in the World Tournament banner. And then the prizes for the missions are basically par for the course. Nothing really too different there. I would say it did seem to me as though there may have been a little bit more tickets. There might have been a few more tickets than usual, specifically for the Dragon Ball Saga summons, or as they are now called, the World Tournament summons. I figure while we go through this run, I've been toying with a couple of different units. I've been debating making videos on them. I'm actually going to pop out Jace real quick, and I think we're going to go ahead and put Jacko back on just for this run. I've been testing how many more points I would get if I built a team full of LRs, right? Because the higher team costs you have, the higher opponents you're going to be facing, right? So you'll get more points by fighting teams full of LRs and stuff like that. That is something that does happen, but I feel as though it's probably more efficient, more, I don't know. I'm struggling to find the proper word, but I feel as though it's probably smarter to try and go through with Jacko and Chaozu, and maybe use a Ghost Session whenever you're gonna get hit, rather than try other ways. Now I do bring LR Majin Vegeta, but it's usually pretty hard to get a super attack off with him. Okay. Now here's the thing too. As you guys are gonna see, I've started encountering this problem. Is this my Broly or a friend Broly? Because obviously, as you guys know, mine is rainbow, so mine will do a lot more damage than the friend. The friend LR Broly I would usually get that cannot, only has 5 crit, that, does a lot less damage than my LR Broly. Oftentimes, like, if I encounter an Angel Golden Frieza team that has LR Majin Vegeta on it, he will be able to survive both supers by LR Broly. The first time that happened, I was blown away. I was like, Nani? These fuckers are now able to tank. Like, so obviously, I'm presuming what that is very rare cases of someone having dupes for LR Majin Vegeta, then being on the Angel Golden Frieza team, so his stats are super high from both having dupes as well as being on that, 107, is it 130% HP and then 170% defense for Angel Golden Frieza? Something along those lines. But it makes it to where Majin Vegeta is actually capable of surviving a double Broly super, which can be very, very dangerous because, until this tournament, really, just the AGL Rose leader was more than enough. But now, there is kind of, how should I put it? There is a stronger, see, I wish I could run SDR Rose Goku Black as leader, but you have to have a villain of every type in order to run him as leader. And on top of that, you have to have all villains. So you can't run, say, Jacko, Chaozu, or any of those units, right? This is just a Mass Saiyan team, so we will be fine. So, you have to be careful, right? Also, I wanted to check real fast what Angel Golden Frieza's leader skill was, because I can't remember the exact percentages off the top of my head. So yeah, it's health 130% and then attack and defense 170%. So I guess that would explain why LR Majin Vegeta is able to tank it. Then obviously being, the type advantage over LR Broly, he is capable of tanking these shots. I'm still able to make it work with AGL Rose as lead. Obviously bringing units like Turles. Turles is fantastic. 3 key to all allies, plus that 40% attack buff. So that's a big thing, is obviously when Turles is on the rotation, he will enable my Brolys or even Rose to hit very hard. One good thing is that now that I have my own LR Broly, and then I also have LR Majin Vegeta, I don't really need to... Hey, let me get rid of this Baba, which I very, very, very rarely use. And then let's just bring, a launch. I don't need to bring a friend LR Broly or a friend, whatchamacallit, LR Majin Vegeta, whatever. I'm pretty comfortable just with my own two. Okay, so we got Majin Vegeta in the first rotation. Majin Vegeta, in order to get his super, obviously you're going to have to load up on key items in order to make it work. But if he does get that super off, he usually is able to clear the field. There's very few tech units I've noticed that are capable of completely tanking LR Majin Vegeta's damage. One of them is LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but I've seen very, very, very few of him in the tournament. I've only seen him a couple of times, and I mean, as you guys were able to see by my stats, I've got 50 plus wins already, I think, and there was not a peep from really LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, anything like that. So let's see how much damage Cell will take. Yeah, it looks like Cell and Golden Frieza, they were able to tank Majin Vegeta's damage there, so we are going to move on to a second turn. Well, there we go. There is an instance of tech units kind of tanking Majin Vegeta. So now we just have Cell and Golden Frieza. But then, take a look at that. That is why I talk about how good Jacko and Chaozu are. Because you can keep the enemies locked down like so, where, Jacko stunned him last turn, now Chaozu stuns him this turn. So, very, very good. I think I may actually still do a stream, depending on how high I get in the tournament. I've actually, again, I haven't been recording very many videos during the time frame of the tournament, because I've been really trying to focusing in, because, if I could get, top, let's just say top 200, you get enough orbs to rainbow, a lot of units, which I think would be interesting to, because I've talked about this, how I want to rainbow kind of, some odd choice of units, right? Great Ape Turles, I just rainbowed AGL Bojack, I rainbowed the Boo absorbed Gotenks. I kind of want to, rainbow more units along those lines. And obviously, after the 3-year anniversary, JP players, we got so many additional orbs than usual, so I've been able to rainbow units like crazy, but now the orbs have begun to run dry, and of course, just that, doing that stage 1 time a day, which both, Global and JP now have, where you do the orb stage, once a day. It just doesn't give as many orbs unless you run into the kind of secret boss that's on, JP. Global does not have that. JP's had that since its inception, though, because I've seen people say, like, I wonder when Global is going to update to that. I suppose they could change it, but one difference between Global and JP in terms of the orb events is that Global's bosses will give multiple types of orbs, whereas the bosses on JP in the orb events will only give one type of orbs. Like, let's say you go down the light path, right, to get small orbs. On JP, you'll only just get, like, 200 small orbs or something like that. But on Global, you get, like, 150 small orbs and, like, 50 medium orbs. Some shit like that. Like, so that's kind of the one difference between the orb events right now. For the longest time, JP, it was running it 3 times a day. And even though people, like, thought that meant JP got a lot more orbs, that wasn't really the case. Global, until, I don't know, a few months ago, they updated the Global orb events, and after that, Global started to get significantly less orbs than, at the start. Like, at the start, when Global first got the potential system, whew, Global was drowning, swimming in orbs. It was beautiful, but they have since really dialed that back, especially because of the fact that they have, since introduced Pilaf's Trove on Global, and, they try and sell orbs and stuff through the Pilaf's Trove rather than through, like, logins and shit like that, becoming #1 in the App Store. Although Global does get those as well. I know there's always, okay, so we're at top 800 now, 794. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Closing in on those orbs, baby. I could just, as soon as I saw how many orbs you can get for coming very high, I was like, all right, no excuses. Your boy has got to bust his balls to get as high as possible. I think as of right now, there's, a little over... Oh, we got it! What? We got... back-to-back? This is the 3rd time I've seen it in, like, the 50 runs. That's crazy! Yo, that is so huge, too, because it's such a monster amount of bonus points, too. Motherfucker, that is really good. Okay. Yo, I am not salty about that whatsoever. I'll go ahead and pop a Fruit of the Tree of Might just in case LR Trunks and Goten or LR Tien and Chaozu want to survive at the end there. But we should be good. LR Piccolo and LR Goku will go down from LR Broly without a doubt. Especially because we have LR Majin Vegeta linked up with them, so they'll have the Super Saiyan link as well as Legendary Power. So Broly will be able to do a lot more damage. Plus, the bonus team, they don't have any potential system buffs, so they're a lot weaker than, like, if you would fight a real person's team. Like, their, full LR team would be a lot stronger than just the bonus team you will fight. All of the bonus teams are weaker for that reason because they don't have any potential system buffs, whereas real teams you would fight do. So that was my 59th win right there. 3 times I've seen that LR bonus team, including win 58 and 59. That is some wild shit right there, bro. But, okay, I'll go ahead and finish the video here. Just wanted to do just a quick update on the tournament and also show the best possible bonus team you can get at this point to get insane amounts of bonus points. Thanks guys for watching, and I will catch you guys later.